I am now.
Would anyone like to roll for narrative points?
Uh, does anyone want to roll for narrative points? Do you want me to roll for narrative points? I'll roll for narrative points.
Sure. Roll for
3
it.
narrative points.
3 whole schmeckaroons.
3 whole doubloons.
Very well then.
Roll box.
So today's date is June 22nd, 0084. Last episode was the 19th. It's been a couple days.
Oh,
Hey, Frep.
Yep.
Matro.
Yep.
I'd like you to make me a grit and athletics check.
All right. That'll be one. Oop, I transposed those numbers there. Sorry. 2 success.
2 success. Okay then. You backstep. The speeding sun is down on you, and you're on the tarmac. But you're wearing these big stuffy clothes. You see through the mesh in front of you. A piece of steel. It'll lunge forwards towards your head again. You backstep again.
Oh dear.
Courage brings her arm up and lets her saber droop down in a guard.
Well, for the sheer hilarity of it, I'll try and go on the attack, and this will not go well. My mighty melee of 0.
hey, at least you'll get to improve it.
That's true. Let's see how we do. By some miracle, I could roll snake eyes. Guess what? I did not roll snake eyes.
What did you roll?
5 fail.
Generally
Okay,
not
then.
a good thing.
No,
all
not
things
great.
considered.
So, describe your attack to me. Exactly.
Honestly, he probably just tries to swing it like it's a bat at this point because he is like 0 skill at melee. So he's gonna default to what feels feels more natural. It'll be very easy for her to get out of the way of.
Okay, then. You swing it. Yeah. Her moves over to receive the blow. Then you see her awkwardly take a slash at you. Oh, you back up again. She's going in for another thrust.
Yeah. Guess I'll try and get out of the way of it again.
Grit athletics.
You're in athletics. Skill that I'm not terrible at. Oh my gosh. I passed with 2 success.
Yep. So you start to move back. You dodge the thrust. Then you feel a slight push on your neck, and then you watch Courage pull her arm back as the training blade runs along your neck.
Hmm. Well, I'm glad we're
Then she
practicing this on the ground instead of with suits, because I feel there'd be a lot more damage.
stops and says, Lieutenant Foss, could you come over here? Or I need to explain something to Matron, and it'd be easier if you're here.
All right, Faust was probably sitting down reading something or other, and she kind of just gets up, puts her books down, and makes her way over to Courage.
Courage puts her saber in your hand and then moves your arm into position. The position
Alright.
she was just holding in a hanging guard, which is an arm raised above the head, the blade pointed downwards.
Yeah, Faust definitely seems like she's more used to holding a sword than Maxro, but she's more used to holding bigger swords. But yeah,
Yeah, two-handers.
yeah. So yeah, she
Macho, you see Courage walk up to you and take your hand and repeat the same motion. And like she's moving your feet along so you're in position. He says, and she looks down and says, what do you see that is wrong with how you are currently standing?" He's Your arm swung out like a bat. And you're currently in a bind with Faust.
Again, with zero skill, I feel I'm not actually identifying what's wrong. So it's like I know what's wrong, but I don't know the specifics.
can I roll a academics and I don't know, melee or fight to
Yeah, keen and melee Faust.
keen melee? That's an 8. I got a 5.
5 successes,
No, I got 4 successes.
4 successes.
Keen melee.
Uh, Courage looks over to you, Faust, and then says, "Would you so kindly move your arm a little bit to the right, Lieutenant?" Faust,
Yeah, Faust does that. She moves it a little so Matcher can see, but she definitely does it so it looks like if this was an actual fight, this would be more
um,
accurate to what he'd see.
Matro.
Yeah.
Faust, you exactly knew this was happening. Matro starts to like lean over as his arm is getting tugged along out.
And then I guess Faust repeats the same thing that Courage did, as putting him to checkmate essentially.
You riposte.
Yeah.
Matcha,
Yeah.
then Matcha, you see Courage look over to you. You see the problem with the way you're currently standing?
I'm guessing that I'm off balance and like getting towed around.
Well, I already showed you how to stand right in your guard. You're okay with that. But when you move your body, you have to move your legs along with it. You can't do those one after the other. You have to be done at the same time. Otherwise, then she looks over. This happens. You can't attack. And overextending, you leave yourself open to a counterattack. Is this making sense, Matro?
I think I understand.
Prep, you may roll to improve your melee skill.
Imagine that. It goes up. By the bare minimum, by the way, I rolled a 1. That would have been hilarious had I had any skill in this already. There. I am
Then,
still mostly helpless, but less so than I was.
she takes the saber back from you, Foss. Thank you, Lieutenant.
It is no problem, Ensign.
She puts back on her helmet, which makes her look like a beekeeper. And this thing is kind of sweaty though for you, Matro, like extremely so. It's big padding all over your body.
Yeah, this is probably not the most pleasant thing to be doing on the tarmac in the sun right now.
Oh, it's worse than that, Matro. You see a group of other pilots standing around in a circle watching you do this.
Awesome. Well, it's important to practice the fundamentals, I suppose.
Courage nods. Okay, then. We're gonna run through some drills. I'm going to overextend. I want you to riposte, okay?
Understood.
Uh, Courage says, please go into a hanging guard, please.
I will attempt to ape the demonstration she just gave of that without mangling it too much.
It says, not half hanging, full hanging. Raise your arm up a little more.
All right. I'll
So
comply.
it's currently above your shoulder. You've been doing this for like an hour, Macho. Your arm's kind of hurting right now.
Yeah, imagine this is not easy.
It's very much something you have to get used to.
Makes sense.
Then Courage says, okay, I'm going to thrust. I want you to repeat what I told you on how to pair when someone thrusts. All you have to do is move the blade, move the point of move my point away from your body using the length of the blade. Okay?
All right.
Courage goes into a low guard. Then she moves forward at a fast but manageable pace for you to parry.
All right.
I'd like you to roll me poise and melee.
Oh man, boy, also not my strength suit. That'll be a fail by 2.
Well, you know what? 3 skill points all around.
Hey, I'm not gonna get better unless I keep fucking it up. So
It's all part of the process. Every failure is a lesson. Matcha, you feel the point dig ever so slightly into the side of your left ribs. It would have been a glancing blow, but a blow all the same. Courage says again. Faust, Halava, you just see them keep going through this over and over and over again.
Yep. Faust is kind of just she's got other things on her mind. She's tagging along because, well, I'm guessing they somehow managed, Courage and Halava managed to gaslight gatekeep girl boss their way out of the whole Jeep fiasco. So that's cool. But she's focused on something very big that's going to be happening today, I believe. Not Faust, to me personally. I believe that they're going to be testing the bits,
The device.
the device, the doohickey, the what's in the calls it, the who's a what's it. And so Faust is kind of getting her is yeah, she's been helping with Courage's explanations, but she's very much her main focus is on getting herself ready to test this new weapon to you know, both because so that's what the Federation wants, even if she herself it doesn't really. If she's more interested in what new types are capable of, rather than how can we weaponize new types. But it's also well, yeah, it's pretty much. Will I, as a new type, be actually able to control these with my mind? There's been records to show that it's possible. After all, there was that mobile armor, the Helios they fought, which was developed from the Elemeth, which had that thingamajig going on with it but she's wondering for herself if she could pull it off.
This is more like about a personal accomplishment rather than the
Right.
wider science of it. If I'm tracking.
Both that, but she's also kind of wondering how it works 100%. Because like, what better way to figure out how something works, like controlling funnels or Psychomu equipment, than doing it yourself?
Seems legit.
Halava, you are eating a hot dog, freshly grilled.
From Dana von Romer's grill.
But Halva is watching all this, right? Just with everyone else.
Yeah.
Faust, he kind of like puts it down. You seem awfully cheery today. I imagine he looks at her and she is like deadpan.
Exactly. Yeah, no, she looks the same as ever, but she looks at
It's
him and she's,
it's all in the eyes.
yeah, it's all in the eyes, but she's just like, I'm surprised you noticed, Helena. As she kind of leans, are they standing or did they get chairs while, did
Yep. So
they
you
bring
two.
their beach chairs? Can we say they brought their beach chairs and umbrellas?
Yeah. The thing is, like everyone has those here, but you
Yeah,
are
so at
currently
least,
standing in the shade of the hangar,
okay, yeah, yeah. Yeah, so
along with
Faust.
everybody else, really.
Yeah, okay. So Faust doesn't lean back because there's nothing to lean back on, but she's just like she's a little surprised. She's like, I'm impressed you noticed that. Faust is impressed you noticed that. However, today is a very important day for the team. We'll be testing something.
Something you say. That's
Yep.
certainly not ominous, but guess I'll.
Unfortunately, Faust. Yeah, she's just like Faust is not at liberty to say. You'll be informed when the briefing occurs.
All right. Well, now I'm a little worried whether testing if it's got you like that.
Yeah, no, Faust just take a lets out that little smirk at Helva's little jab. It's just a bit of fun. They've probably gotten even closer since the Jeep incident, TM. But
Yeah, Matt.
We're
Matt
definitely going to
Matcher.
have to get into that.
Matcher. Yeah, you were Matcher. You were not pleased when you heard about that.
Yeah, it depends on what I was told and what I found out.
Oh, you figured out that Faust and Halva were lying out of their asses.
Ah, yeah.
nepotism.
Nepotism, nepot.
Gonna say, yeah, I could probably lean on the connection to make that problem go away if necessary. It also depends on like how much shit I'm in, because it's like you owe like you're fined $1,000 for damaging gear, or like this 1984
Dude,
equivalent of
you're
that.
One
1980.
moment.
I was gonna say 1984, but like that shit's from 100 years ago. What?
No,
You,
because
you know
remember,
what I'm saying.
that's the amount of money we use.
No.
For reference, because it's like, yeah, I imagine it's like, yeah, I got on the hook for that one, but
Pretty sure your family probably makes 5K a year, dude. Or like 500K.
yeah,
Six
it's not
figures
it's not
at
the
least.
money thing. It's more like
Well, the thing is, it
getting
comes
taken off the
specifically
chain when
out
you
of.
guys got like caught with a trash Jeep after like crashing in a hotel room together.
Yep. So you currently owe $300, which is like most of the month's wages.
I'm sure he'll make us pitch in, not like Faust uses our money for much.
I mean, I imagine we're all pretty flush with cash because most of us haven't had anything to spend it on for the last couple of years. So
I feel
Yeah.
like
he
the
paid
person
it
who
and
has
it
a
sucked,
hobby.
but it wasn't like he's on to, also like what's the worst of it? He's out of money while he's eating, oh yeah, at the cafeteria anyways. So
Ice soup for several days.
it sucks, but it's not a major problem.
Uh,
Yeah.
but yeah, but
I like to
Faust
imagine there was a
is
beautifully rehearsed and completely unconvincing speech given.
so true. But yeah, no, Faust is uh she's definitely, ready to do the tests, and she's probably just kind of chatting it off with Oliva, as Oliva probably gets more and more worried about what exactly they'll be testing.
Metro, you hear a timer go off. You've reached the 45-minute mark of this uninterrupted free sparring session. Encouraged takes off her helmet again. and like waves her hand at her face to air it. Let's go get some water.
Sounds like a plan. Because I imagine Matro is just dying.
Sweating like a dog.
I mean, he's not like in terrible shape, but I doubt he is enjoying this. So yeah, water break sounds good.
Mantro, you look over backed out Faust and Hala, now that you're not getting your ass beat. See, Faust looks kind of happy, and Halava looks,
Concerned?
yeah, concerned.
Not sure what to do with that information.
As you'd like, but I'm saying that you have it.
He immediately jumps to relationships stuff instead of like more
Absolutely, because
military
like
stuff.
after this last incident, he's like, "Oh yeah, this is definitely a thing." Because again, he's
Oh.
misconstrued that they know that I know, and I don't know what that means for the dynamics here. So it's all out in the open. I don't like it.
Although, Frep, you were made aware that Halava does think you encourage her, I think.
He's
'Cause
gonna have to have words with Paladin about that.
Courage would mention it. Because Courage is not you.
Yes, that's fair. Actually, yeah, that's one thing that would probably have words with Paladin. It's like, I don't know if we want to do that. See you later, because he was absolutely like, that is absolutely not fucking happening. Because again, it's cute when he's covering up for other people's careers. He is very concerned when it comes to his. He's like, no, this is not happening. Do not think that. Do not spread that.
Slander.
Yeah, do not say those words. Do not think
Nice.
those words.
Okay, then you hear, you see a Jeep pull up into as Rio team. Come in.
Today's the day. Yeah, Faust notices and she turns to Halva and she's just like, it appears now is the time, Halva. And she starts making her way to the Jeep.
You're
Oliver
all in
kind
front
of
of this
like,
Jeep.
yeah, no, he hops in the Jeep behind Faust.
No.
Kind of.
No, not in it. In front of it.
My bad.
You see Major Maria in shotgun says, Matra, be prepared for a combat test in 30 minutes.
Understood. I guess so. Like, beeline from the grab the water and then head off to the hangar to go get ready to sortie.
Lieutenant Faust.
Yes, mate.
If I could have a private word with you.
Faust nods, makes her way to her. Does she hop on the Jeep? Do they drive off somewhere?
Yeah.
Okay. Faust hops in the Jeep.
As you're driving, Maria looks to you and says, okay, you should have already read the normal funnel specs. However, for the simulation, on account of us not wanting to kill our test pilots, there will be a 12 funnels in total in the test area, all loaded with a very limited amount of paintbrushes. You are only to use 6 at a time.
Okay, so
Once you notice that one is out of ammunition, you may replace it with a fresh one.
understood. All right. I have the rules open so I can make sure I know what I'm doing.
Exactly what's up.
I'm very excited to see how this works mechanically, by the way.
Okay, so basically, if I'm reading this right, just to clarify gameplay wise, so where is it? Bits, funnels, and comms spin funnels do 5 damage, but it's 1 for pre-bits / funnels.
Yeah, and that's a burst value.
Okay, so it will do 5 damage, but I can stack that damage if I if I use, more than one funnel, I think.
Yeah, correct. Works the same
Like the
way.
miss.
Well,
Yeah, like
let
the
me
miss.
explain. So, say you have 6 bits.
Mhm.
That's so since you divide that number by 3 and you round up. So you have 2 ammo, and it works just like a missile. So and the base damage is 5, but it works with the burst value that is also divided by bits divided by 3,
Okay, so I
and that's
have
your ammo
12 bits.
value.
I have
Once your ammo
press.
value is reduced to 0, you have a 2-turn cooldown if it's a bit. If it's a funnel, it's a 1-turn cooldown.
Gotcha. Okay, so 12 divided by 3 equals 4. So that's 4 max ammo.
Your thing is, remember, you're only allowed to use 6 at a time.
Oh, so 6 divided by 3 would be 2. So I have 2 max, and I have a 2-turn cooldown.
Yeah, when that is reduced to 0, when the cooldown is over, the ammo is replenished.
Okay.
So the range is medium to long.
Right. I noticed it says ignores LOS.
Line of sight.
Oh, line of sight. Okay, that I was like, what does that stand? Line of sight. It just hit me. Right. Okay. Cool.
Yep. So Foss does not need to see anyone to hit them.
Cool. Cool.
It's not strictly required.
Okay.
However, big thing about this, being within short or melee range is out of range.
Yeah.
And it is possible for you, Foss, to hit yourself with a bed.
Right. Oh, right. Let me check the changes you made real quick. Rules edition. Systems 3 to 4. Okay. Do I have that all set up? Cool. Cool. Form of the. Yep. All right. So
Yep.
I have 2 ammunition maximum. I can use one of them to deal 5 damage, and if I use both of them, I deal 10 damage.
Yeah.
So, and then
Well,
I'd have to make.
but technically, it is 2 5-damage hits. Remember shields.
Right. Yeah. Okay. So yeah.
This doesn't come up super often, but if you get the jump on someone, you can ignore. It is possible to ignore the shield.
Oh, I am planning on doing that. Trust me.
Yep. I'm just trying to be as clear as possible about how exactly this all works. So,
Gotcha.
Halava, Matro, you're in the changing room, and then Courage looks over to you, Matro, and says, "We should probably have that talk with Halava right now."
Good a time as any.
However, we need to sit you down.
I'm just like, yeah, turn towards Hal and say, I don't know exactly what you think is going on, but I can tell you categorically there is nothing going on between Courage and myself, and I'm concerned that you would suggest such a thing. Thought you'd have, that's what I'm looking for here. Would imagine I had better judgment than that. So I'm trying to think of how he's going to phrase this, where he can be like, suggesting this is a terrible idea. Hint, hint, knock it off, you two schmucks, without actually confronting them about it. But it's like, it's a terrible idea to have like a superior officer and a junior officer engage in some sort of inappropriate relationship. And like, I want any idea of that out of your head, like permanently going forward.
Okay, so Matro just set Halva down and explained why Mommy and Daddy don't share the same bed anymore.
Yeah, functionally. It's just like, because again, I understand that Matro's being a huge fucking hypocrite here, but that's part of his character, to be fair, is he is a hypocrite. And it's like, this is not a thing. It should never be a thing. And like, maybe take that on board for the thing that, is not in fact happening either. So
Halva is like, okay, question. Can Halva roll a check here?
About what specifically? To look into what?
keen empathy to see if he's telling the truth. Or if Oliver is smart enough. If Oliver...
To, like, get it?
Yeah, to get it.
Sure. First things first, before that, Macho, I'd like you to roll me. You may use either keen or tact, and then expression with a +3 modifier.
Expression. Let's go with tact. I'm slightly better at that. Expression. Okay. Roll this up here and hope I don't just fuck this up royally. That's actually a pretty good roll. That is 5 success, in fact.
Yep. So, Tired, you may apply a +3 to this roll.
Okay. +3, gotcha. That is a 11 out of, let's see. It's a keen empathy, correct?
Yes.
Okay. 9. 2 failures.
Yeah. How do you not understand?
Oliver is like looking at Macho, and as he does this sort of wink wink nudge nudge for like to get Oliver to realize like, hey, don't have that relationship with Foss that doesn't actually exist, but I don't know that. He's going to interpret that as him being like wink wink nudge nudge. This is actually a thing. Just don't talk about it. Sorry if this bit is being dragged on too much.
It's funny.
Oliver.
Like, the Lieutenant Dolph protests too much. Clearly.
The fucking if this was a manga, the tags at the My Annie list would be like mecha, political thriller, romantic comedy.
Romantic comedy with no actual romance.
I love how much the tone of season 1 and 2 have been at odds to each other.
It's always sunny on the Western Front.
We're not even on the Western Front anymore.
True. Listen, without imminent death hanging over our heads, we have to invent our own dramas.
Exactly. Yeah. Season 1 was like fighting pirates, life and death. Season 2 is just like, I'm not dating.
I love it. This is so funny.
So,
the only reason why this is happening is because, due to superior rank, Courage has let Macho handle this in this very specific situation.
All right,
Courage would have outright blankly stated no. Why would you think that?
Alright. Oliver is going to look at Macho and Courage, and he's going to be like, listen, I see what you're putting down. I see what you're trying to give me. I understand. Don't worry about a thing.
Courage seems particularly concerned about that. Oliver, just looking at you like you grew an extra head.
I'm sorry, just have Haliva like put on his helmet and like walk out the room like, I get it. Puts on his helmet.
He does that thing where he like winks and it's like, and then like finger guns. He puts on his helmet and does exactly that. I'll see y'all in the Sims. Or training field. Bye.
Oliver leaves. Courage looks next to you and Matron says, do you think he actually understood?
I don't think so at this point.
Should I talk to him next time?
That might be for the best. And this is me cowardly, like, I see an opportunity to put this uncomfortable duty onto one of my junior officers.
Trusted subordinates.
Yeah. So it's like, Yeah, you're gonna have to like straighten up before he makes this even worse.
Eyes, then pinches the bridge of her nose. Let's just get this test over with.
Agreed.
All of you, yeah, the two of you get in your normal suits. And then you go up the scaffolding to your gyms. Ugh. And you go out to the testing field. Oop, UMP combat.
I'm ready.
So, yep, so. Something very, very important. You get there, and Faust is nowhere to be seen, nor the Gundam.
All right. Were we expecting the gun to be here, or is this like a surprise? It's like, where the hell did she go?
Major Maria pops up on your feed. Then she says, "We heard to test out about the psychomu weaponry in an urban environment in gravity conditions. You are to find, locate, and destroy the Gundam X using paint rounds." In front of you is a mock city. It's a couple blocks big. The lieutenant has already entered the test area. You have 1 hour to complete your mission. Good luck.
Well, this should be interesting.
It's time for some Malevolon Creek type bullshit.
What's the play, Matro?
I mean, I guess we'll just try and sweep and clear. Yeah, throws things off because like we're hunting Halaba's wingman, so it throws off my normal like how we approach things. I guess we'll just move through as a team of 3. I assume we're just using the paint rifle profile from last time for our weapons.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ammo's not super important right now. Don't worry about it too much.
So I just use like my MS machine gun for instead of my beam rifle, since that's like the closest.
Yeah. You don't
Okay.
need an extra machine gun.
Right. Okay.
You got any more of your paint grenade tricks there, Halava?
Can Oliver use a narrative point to see if he could get the engineers to make a few of those, actually?
Yep, so funnily enough, they do have a what's the word? Mock-up for that.
Okay.
A
Yep,
mock-up
so
for what?
Like a simulation version of like a MS grenade.
Oh, okay.
Oliver will be the...
So
Mhm.
you all turn to your consoles. You go to the settings. You put test. You go to test. Then you put down your radars to medium in Monosky interference, which is regular combat density. Which temporarily reduces the range of your communication equipment to simulate a battlefield condition. You start walking in. Feet,
Right.
yourself dig into your seats with every step. Swampy.
Hello.
Foss is currently in the middle of this urban area.
Okay.
I'd like you to roll me keen awareness plus your telepathy bonus.
Hell yeah, that's exactly what I was gonna start with. I was gonna try and sense him out first. Keen awareness and telepathy bonus.
Yes.
So that's a 11. So is it I roll? Yeah, just 2d6.
Yes.
I got a 9, so 3 successes.
3 successes. You can hear them from where you are.
Mhm.
Bits don't have
Is
camera feeds.
Yeah, so Faust is gonna have to use her half shoot, so she can like sense them right now, right? Because
Yeah,
be able to.
you know their general location. You can't exactly pick them out one by one, though.
Okay, so I can't tell who they are, but I know where they are. All right, so Faust's first action is not to confront them directly. I assume she was told that they are certainly on the hunt for her.
Mm-hmm.
So Faust is going to play cat and mouse. So she's going to basically use her senses to try and like stay out of their way, but keep close enough to she can use her funnels. So basically, she's gonna try and stay at long range and basically try and pick them off one by one.
Who's suffering your wrath first?
Uh, okay. Let's see. Let me think about this. I think first she's gonna try and take out Courage because she can't use the bits in close range combat, and if Courage gets close enough, then that puts her in a lot of danger. So she's gonna gun for Courage first.
Very well.
So
Oh boy.
so I'm imagining as she senses that she begins to move the Gundam Alex. I don't know if it'd be capable of hovering. Actually, it
No.
can, right? Oh well, yeah, because when we see it hover, it's in the colony. But yeah, she's basically gonna start moving the Alex quickly and basically like dodging them, trying to get close enough but stay out of sight from them. Basically using the buildings as cover and hiding spots.
Matro, you're looking forward. Courage is taking up the rear. Then you suddenly hear, Courage, yeah, movement sighted. Then you hear a burst of the machine guns.
All right. Do I spot anything from her like call out and where this gunfire is coming from?
No. Faust, you do, however, see paint rounds splatter into the building and you were walking right past when you were trying to stalk them. Courage rolled a critical success and spotted
Ooh,
you.
shit. Okay, that's not good. All right. So was she able to sense the general like which one just shot at her?
Yeah, you're closer. You have a better, or what's the word? Feel for the situation.
All right. So she isn't taking her by surprise anymore, right?
No, you'd have to disengage, then go on a different attack run.
All right. Yeah, I think Faust is going to disengage.
Boss, I'd like you to make me a movement check.
A movement check. 5, 9, 11. 3 successes.
I would like the rest of Rio team to make a movement check at a -1.
Right. Fail by 2.
Oliver?
That's a movement check, correct?
Yes.
Okay. -1. That
Yes.
will be MS move, -1, 10. 4 successes.
Versus Faust's what?
3. I got a 3 success.
I'm gonna spend one of my narrative points. Faust. Now it's 4 successes. Please, the two of you roll a tiebreaker roll.
I rolled a 2.
Oliver?
I rolled a 2.
Roll again.
Again. I rolled a 1.
I rolled a 6.
Oliver, you sprint ahead of Courage and Matro, rounding corner and corner, just catching the glimpses of the Alex, an arm, the foot. And then you lose her in this big square.
Hog.
Then the rest of the team catches up to you. Courage says, "Don't run on. Don't get too far away from the rest of the pack."
I could have sworn I saw her. Bunch up.
Intense, intense. All right. I guess it's my go again.
Yes.
What's that? One sec. I need to look something up. One second, please. I'm thinking of what I want to do. Um, thinking of maybe uh I think yeah, I'm going to do a saturation attack on the general area since I've noticed they've all decided to bunch up together.
Very well then. Faust, you may roll a fire order.
Do I get any bonus with my
Nope.
telepathy or just flat?
No, your bonus is the fact that you don't have to see them.
Okay, I understand. 11 again. 6, 4, 1. So that's 3 successes.
3 successes. Very well. I'd like everyone else to roll me awareness checks, which would be MS initiative.
3 success.
Well,
So that's a tie. So we'd have to roll a tiebreaker. Oof. I rolled a 5.
This is a standard move check, correct?
not a move check, a awareness check.
Awareness check. Gotcha, thank you. Okay, in that case, I rolled the wrong one. Okay, I rolled a 1 success.
1 success. Matro, Halva. You notice a dark spot rise, quickly approach the position directly above you. Matro, you look up. It's a bit.
Have we been briefed on what these are, or is that kind of a surprise
You-
for us?
No, you know what a bit is.
Okay.
This is not a brand new kind of weapon. It's just a very rare one. These aren't exactly super common.
All right.
And you all start moving before, just like on instinct, but before you could say anything, and rounds splatter across your general area, and Courage's arm takes a round, and she raises her shield standing there. Faust, you may go again.
Okay, so Courage took a hit to the arm.
Mhm.
I think Faust will now again, because right. So she knows the bits are there, but if I launch my other bit, would I be able to take her by surprise?
Not surprise. However, as things are right now, she'd be at a -2 modifier for her dodge roll.
Okay, I'm going to I'm gonna use my other bit to open fire on Courage.
Go ahead.
Cool. 3, 6, 7. Got a 7, my 13, so that's 7 successes.
Versus 1 failure. Yep. So you, Matro, Halva, as you're backing off, you see a 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5. More bits come out of the woodworks, and they're all pummeling Courage's position.
Shit.
Then you hear Major Maria say, "Courage, you're done."
I don't like the way
Cool.
these odds are moving.
We did the
Uh,
walls.
I'm gonna try and break to create a little distance between Hal and myself, because like if we're forcing Faust to like split her attention, try to control these things, that's probably for the best. I'll be trying knock down bits using my like Vulcans if I can.
So I gotta
Okay,
wait 2 turns. So I'm
Matro, you said you want to try to shoot down these bets?
Yeah, because I can't see Faust currently, correct?
Yes.
So we got intervening, so I don't have another target. Try and thin out these numbers a little bit.
Very well then. You may make a shoot roll at a -2.
Okay. Oh, geez, that was not a good roll.
You have 5 narrative points to spend.
I'm gonna use one to re-roll because I rolled a 17. So I don't want to roll a 17. That seems bad. I will spend one.
it's been a narrative point, sucker.
Ah, no, dice don't like me. That's still that's failed by 1 now.
Slightly
Rolled a
better.
13. Yeah, just rolling
Yep, so-
slightly high.
Halva, do you want to do anything?
Does Halva have the option with the, how do you say, oh, do we not have reactions?
No, this is not normal combat. You have not
Okay.
rolled normal initiative.
Gotcha.
It's not important right now.
So what's the situation look like?
So courage has been downed.
Mhm.
Then and Matra opened up on the bets. I have not told you exactly what happens because you may also attack the bets at the same time,
Okay. Halava's
or you may do,
actually going
or you
to
may, or you may do something else. I don't know.
no, Halava's going to raise his shield and sort of get in the corner.
Okay, then Faust,
Okay.
you feel. Actually, no. Faust, I would like you to roll keen awareness telepathy bonus again.
Okay, so that would be my 11. 8. So that'd be 4 successes? Yeah.
4 successes, excellent. You can
Oh,
feel
wait,
the bets.
I read that wrong. Sorry, I read the dice wrong. I thought I got a 5. I got a 4 instead, so it's technically 5.
No, either way, the result is the same. You can feel the bets being targeted, and they start darting across the battlefield and away from Halva and Matro. Matro, they glide away from your rounds and beyond your sight. You are alone again.
Mm. I think it's best to try and follow it up. Like basically chase them back to where they came from because I don't want to sit here and just keep getting ambushed by the damn things.
Yeah, I had a feeling you'd do that.
Listen, I'm nothing if not a little bit predictable.
Macro, you
No, no,
make a move check, please.
All right.
How exactly are you following them?
It's probably gonna try that same stuff we did against the other test team there. I'll try and like boost up and over because that worked out well, and I think getting like our sight lines are really constrained, so anything I can do to improve that is probably worth it. So, term to basically jump up and over the first block building, see if I see anything when I get up. The dice are not my friend. That's another 13, so I would say fail. I won.
Would you like to use a narrative point?
Ah, I mean, I'd like to, but I feel like I'm burning through them at a phenomenal rate.
It's sim combat.
It's true. Ah, what the hell? Let's burn one. Get these
So-
bad rolls out of the way.
You jump up high. I'd like you to make a keen awareness systems check +6.
Oh,
Keen awareness systems. Okay. So that is
Don't forget that +6.
8. +6. Yeah, that'll be 8 success.
8 success. Faust. You hadn't thought that Matro would be this bold after losing courage. Because, it's Matro. But you see
yeah, he's kind of a bitch.
a Matro's gem rise up into the sky, and then it spots you. Matro, what would you like to do now?
I'll probably try and squeeze off some rounds. I'll like call out the like location to Halava if it's like up 2 blocks and right 1 or wherever Faust happens to be. Because like I really don't want to try and fight this on my own, but I feel if we can get 2 to 1, that will help a lot. This might be me trying to spray shots just as a threat.
Snapshot, please.
Okay.
With a with a heavy cover modifier, so
Okay.
-2.
Yeah. Ah, it was looking good, and then that came up with 6. That is a fail by 1.
Would you like to use a narrative point?
Sure. Push that into just a flat, I guess.
Sure, you can do that.
Well, I'm trying to think here because it's 369. Yeah, push it down to one success, I guess, by that to hit the target number. So burn it for one. Not liking these dice today. I don't feel like my odds if I just went for a reroll.
It hit my armor. It didn't hit my shield.
It hit your armor because you were surprised.
Oh, okay.
Got the drop on you. Yep. So
Okay,
you
I'm
feel
killing this
you feel,
motherfucker.
you feel the Gundam shake as and the console's yelling at you that you took 2 rounds to the left leg.
She's a little impressed by Mattress tenacity. How many turns do I have before my bits come back?
You were supposed to. You keep track of turn cooldown. Just
Oh,
what's the word?
okay.
You go to your
I
your
used
sheet,
my saturation.
yeah, and just put in ammo, TD, turn cooldown, then how many turns you have left.
Did
Yeah,
Matro?
I believe it's my turn now, so that would be. I think I have one more turn left.
Oh, did Matro give fast location to Oliver?
Yes.
Okay, just double checking that. Oliver, I imagine, now that he knows fast locations, he's actually, because Matro is sort of revealing himself, he's going to actually say Matro, should I join your flank, or should I try and get a, Matro, should I join you or try and flank around her?
Try and push and flank.
1 second.
Alright, Halaba is going to go the long way and try and get behind her position. He's actually going to sort of cling his MS rifle to himself, and he's going to get out the MS grenade.
Oliver, I'd like you to make me a move check.
Okay. Okay, that is a 2, what would that be? Oh! How many narrative points do we have?
1.
1. Okay, 1 failure.
1 failure. Very well then. Lost. B is not.
All right.
Lost.
What's up?
You just took rounds from Matra. Oh.
Mm-hmm.
The bits you're not allowed to fire the bits quite just yet. What now?
How far is Matro from me? I believe he's now medium range since he shot at me with his machine gun.
Yeah, he currently, but when he falls, you should be much closer.
All right. I'm basically going to move up because while he's falling, he's kind of like, uh-oh, I'm going to move up with my beam saber and basically just strike him down as he's falling.
Very well then. I'd like you to make me a charge roll. So you may do a move check and then a melee grit.
Okay, so move check. Another 11. Come on. 3 successes on my move check.
Yep. So Matro, you
And
see that Gundam Alex round the other corner of the building you saw her or brush behind, and then starts and it crouches, then jumps at you on an intercept
and I
course.
got And I got an 8 on my melee check.
Metro, what now?
Ooh, coming for me hard. I guess I'm going to try and like, can I on my way down? I guess can I attempt to like redirect so I'm not going to get chopped in
Yes.
half by Faust? Because I
You
think
can-
that's my best bet.
An- Another dodge
One
roll.
afternoons of fighting around, playing around with swords does not give me enough confidence to finish this fight up close. I'm not that brave. I will try and get the hell out of the way. I like, as I'm coming down, redirect my boosters to try and like move laterally, give myself some distance because I'm basically just playing for time for Halava to come in. So
Yeah.
I
Oh,
draw
yeah,
off one direction.
Yeah, you were walking around, trying to get around her position. Then you see Faust bum rush Matro.
Jesus. Okay, Oliver is going to sort of
You hadn't expected this, so you're just gonna watch this play out, then do something.
gotcha.
Uh,
Matro, may you please make a move check at a -1.
could I? I'm sorry. We share. You and me share narrative dice, right?
At this very moment, yes.
Okay. Can I use one of our narrative points to give him make that -1 and -2?
Yes, actually.
Cool.
Alrighty. That's just a single success.
Single success versus Faust's 3 successes on her move check.
Yeah.
Yep. So you try to
Of course,
redirect. Faust keeps on you. She takes the swing, and you feel the foam impact to you into the collarbone of the gym as you crash into a building, and the inline cockpit starts rattling around. Then you hear Major Maria say, "Hey, Macho, you're done."
All right.
Holla, it's up to you.
All right. Wait. Can I use another narrative point to break the initiative?
No.
Oh, okay.
Does Oliver still have... Sorry about that. Does Oliver still have the jump on Faust?
I mean, if I went up there with Metro, I assume I could have.
Things are currently
spotted.
even right now. Things are currently even right now. Halava, you can do something.
Okay. Halava is going to sort of jump up from his position, seeing Metro's mobile suit sort of. I don't know, like, turn off. Like, I imagine he kind of just, like, taps out. He's going to say, he's going to sort of look at the grenade in his hand, though it doesn't make much sense since he's in a mobile suit. And,
Yeah, you look down to your screen and the grenade in the mobile suit's hand.
yes, exactly. He's going to sort of bring his shield up to his chest, or the mobile suit's chest, protecting his cockpit, and he's going to lob this thing at Faust, and he's going to use one narrative point for a +2. And he's going to say over comms, "Hey, Lieutenant."
Yep, so...
Okay.
Halava.
Yes.
You know where they landed. But it is pretty long throw. You gave yourself a +2. So I'd like you to make a flat grit, ordnance, and systems.
Grit, ordnance, and systems. Okay, so that's going to be a 9, and grit is 12. correct? Yeah. Four successes.
Okay. So, how much damage would that do?
A grenade is 4.
Okay. And considering he literally just yelled at me, "Hey, Lieutenant!" I assume Faust would know it's coming.
Yeah, you hear that, and then you see the grenade come over top a building.
Okay. I'm going to use my shield to just tank the damage.
Yup, you eat it. Now what, Faust?
I'm actually going to delete that
Oh.
GIF. That looks very annoying to look at for extended.
So I now should have my funnels back, which means I now have 2 again. And me and Halava are out of sight of each other, right?
Out of
Because
what?
he just are we out of sight because he chucked it over the building?
Correct.
Okay. And what range are we at?
Medium currently.
All right. I'm going to make a movement check to move away from the position, which is presumably near Mastro's wrecked gym. And while I'm doing that move, I'm going to open fire with my funnels on Hallow, my bits on to Hallow. So basically, move to so he doesn't know where the funnels are coming from, and basically try and hit him dead on with them.
Snapshot.
So you want me to just do a regular move snapshot?
Yes.
My snapshot at 13. Six, 10, 11. Again. I'm getting a lot of 6s. 3 successes.
Halaba, you see a 6 of the bits that's burst towards your position.
Mm-hmm. Halva is going to immediately charge up his thrusters and try and get in close. Because it works so well for Metro.
Very well then. If you succeed on your move towards what exactly?
Towards
What are you trying
fast.
to achieve? Very well then. Okay then. If you're there, what are you gonna do?
Halava is going to try and sort of grapple fast and unpin. How many grenades does Halava have?
Just the one.
Just the one. Okay. He's essentially going to just try and corner fast and spray with the machine gun.
Very well then. Halava, I'd like you to make a movement check.
I would like to use a narrative point to give it a -1.
No.
Oh, okay.
Okay, a move check. 1 success.
Okay then. Versus the 2 successes.
No, I got 3 successes.
3 minus 1 is 2.
Oh. Okay.
Yep, Halava, you feel the paint round on smack into your shield. You fly past these little helicopter drone things that are above you that can only really shoot downwards at various angles. And Faust, what was your move check away from your previous position?
Um, I, I'd have to do. Uh, that my movement check? Was a 13, and I undid once, so I hope that's correct. So it should be.
Oh wait, no, this was a snapshot, correct?
Oh, it was a snapshot.
Yeah,
Yeah,
excellent. Foss, to make a move check and a -2.
a minus. So that would be. Ooh, cool awakening point. I got a 6.
Which
So
is
6 successes.
6 successes. However, you see her burst around the corner before you can do anything really. You actually no, you start to see her burst around the corner. However, you may now make your or snapshot with your machine gun.
Okay.
You need to beat 6 successes.
6 successes. Okay, this is going to be what? Firearms. What would this roll be?
It's in your cheat sheet.
Snapshot snaps.
Snapshot. Oh yeah. Let me get MS ordnance plus move or
Does the cover come into play since I'm moving? Or no, probably not.
poise or no poise firearms systems. 7, 11. Can I use a +2? +2 narrative
Sure.
point? Okay, that's 11 to 13. I think, yeah, 4, 7, 11, 13. Okay.
Roll.
You see,
Feel the powerful noise of 3 dice rolling.
you see as you charge Halava, we don't know what the outcome of this will be, but you see him like drop the shield from earlier. It's essentially scrapped now. He's going to pull up his machine gun and in a last-ditch effort just unload. Let's see how that works. Three successes.
No, yeah, so your rounds trail all Faust as she goes around the corner. You lose her again. Faust.
Oh, okay. All right. So Halava, she feels a little like, yeah, that's fun that Halava is the last one standing. She's presumably like right around the corner of the building where he just shot at.
Yeah, just moments after that just happened. Mere
Okay.
seconds.
Okay. And he dropped his shield, right?
Yeah.
And I used, I believe, my 2 funnels already to
Correct.
open
Back on
fire
cooldown. Actually,
right back.
Faust, as things currently stand, you have no more funnels to use because they all need to be reloaded with paint rounds.
Yeah, okay. So he has no shield. Okay. I think Faust is just going to turn the corner and basically do the scene of the Alex just unloading with its forearm machine gun, which presumably has paint rounds, into Halibut.
Very well then.
All right. So
Faust. Let's think. Uh, I'd like you to make a normal shoot order with +2 Faust. Halva, I'm
50.
gonna spend a narrative point. You may make a dodge if you so like at a
Yes.
-1.
-1. That's fine.
Again, 6 successes. Thank God for that +2.
That is 1 success.
Yep. So you try to get moving, but before you can, you feel 3 big thuds. It's right in front of you. You hear the paint smash right above the cockpit. Then Major Maria says, "Done, hun. Go back to base. Reset. We'll run it again."
Faust is presumably hitting a pose right in front of Halova with the forearm mounted machine gun, and you see it retract back into its arm as she just she opens the comms and she says, "That was an impressive movement, Halova," and she immediately just like disappears back into the city to her starting point.
One hell of a fight, he says. Sort of. He has paint on his camera, so he's kind of struggling a little.
Exactly. See what's going on. And then you run the test a couple more times. For that, so the rest of Rio team, sans Faust, goes back to base to get the mobile suits rearmed and cleaned off, doused. You're all sitting in front of your mobile suits at a pop-up table, waiting for all this to go down. It should be a non-insignificant amount of time, like 45 minutes in total, really. Encourage it, or just like, well, we got our asses kicked.
Well, better we have it happen here than out in the field. Those bits present a bit of a challenging tactical problem.
Bridge is brown furrows. You think it would be different if we were out on the dunes instead of in the city?
Probably. I mean, I would assume the most valuable thing for the funnels there is we have limited sight lines. They can go above. Like they're not relying on traditional line of sight. So it's a big advantage.
Does Faust, not Courage, Halava have anything to add? Any comments about the fight now that you're going over it?
Well, I'm not sure what exactly the weakness of these things are, but it feels like we forced Foss to sort of use her own weaponry whenever he got in close. That felt like a decent strategy, but at the same time, I mean, it did end up with us all dead.
Encourage puts a hand on her chin. I feel I could take the lieutenant in a fight with the beam saber.
And I suppose that's our goal, is to get you in close without going down to the bits. Heavy weapons only work at, I don't want to use the phrase medium range because that's clearly a game term.
Danger close.
Yeah, if we can eliminate their advantage at like point blank range, then we should endeavor to do so. And I also think that I think moving cautiously is a mistake against this weapon because you got to try and close quickly, because otherwise you can just get harried to death by the bits.
You think we could simulate a few missile pods somehow? I feel like that would be a good counter against this technology.
Like, how do you figure? Like, what kind of missile?
Well, let's say
Like a cracker grenade?
Old school prox fuse would be ideal for this job.
Well, I'm thinking we put somewhere on the MS or somewhere on the weapon a few dummy rounds. That way, they can fire off a few missiles, hit one of the bits, and then go hit one of those. What are they called? Those things.
Yeah, you turn to Courage, and she looks through a piece there. They're called Mark. She looks at 6 atmospheric bits.
The bits, right? A missile hits one of the bits, and then it forces them. It either gets rid of them or it forces them to reevaluate. Because right now we're kind of dead in the water when they come at us, and shooting at them feels like a waste of ammo and time considering how fast they move. It's like trying to be a Zeke shooting at a fucking tin cart.
Yeah, but then Courage gets to look. Wait, cracker grenades. Proximity.
here's the thing: those would those work in the air?
They were out of character. Cracker grenades were specifically designed to bring down fighters.
I see.
It's not like it's not an explosive that just explodes up. It's shaped the way it is because it's basically one big fragmentation grenade, which is really good against a very small, fast-moving target.
Those would be great for the simulation, but I'm not sure how we'd. I guess we could fill one instead of with gunpowder. We just fill it with paint, but then, eh. I guess if you use a shell, it could be a good simulation. You just get rid of the.
No, this is good feedback for how to deal with these kinds of weapons.
Right, because if we invent this technology, we're not going to be the only ones who have it. Well, not invent. I actually remember. Would Tolliver know that this technology was used during the 1 Year War to some extent? Or is this completely new?
Foss knew, and you fought something that is theoretically capable of this kind of weapons, even if they didn't use it.
I mean, if we advance this technology, then we're going to have to be coming up against it, so, knowing how to defeat it is gonna be necessary, I'd say. Unless if, it's someone with bits going up with someone with bits, then it's a fair fight in that regard, I suppose.
Which one of the GM machine guns are we using currently for this?
The 90s.
The 90s. Oh, good. Yeah, the Sten gun looking one, the one that's. Yeah.
I was thinking more of the bullpup, but not the FAMAS one.
Oh, okay. It's confusing because I'm just on Gun Wiki. Yeah, I see there's two 90 mils. There's a 90 mil.
There's actually 3.
And then there's I'm looking at the Cold Districts page, so it's only listing the 2 here.
Go to the Jim Kai or the Jim Quell. It's that night.
Yeah.
It's the one with the mag pointed down and not up.
Oh, okay. I wanted the side one with the blooper on it.
You mean the grenade?
Yeah.
You run this test a couple more times, going through all your feedback, and then you're done for the day. So,
Cool.
you're all back in the debriefing, and Voss, it is your turn to explain your feelings on the weapon.
So, Faust's best explanation for how it felt to use the weapon was they felt like a extension of herself, like a an extension of her will in a sense that could carry out what she asked of it. It didn't even feel like unnatural to use. Like maybe there was some discomfort at first, but like it just kind of gets easily soothed into where you're just like you can't like see what they see, but at the same time she can. And by focusing on the presence of the enemy, she's able to accurately hit them and then call them back. She was even able to avoid gunshots that were like a machine gun with correct maneuvers. Called them back and everything. So it's a very interesting experience, and they're a very effective weapon. Her strategy was basically the counter for what the other three literally just came up with. That was my strategy from the get go. It was to eliminate Courage first, because if she gets close, then I'm in great danger. Then it was get rid of Matro, then attack Halib. I was thinking of maybe attacking Matro and getting rid of him first to get rid of their commanding officer, but Courage is like the biggest risk as is, because if she manages to get close, like sure she can try and outmaneuver, which Alex is capable of, but it's probably safer to just get rid of the biggest threat first and then scrub out the other two.
Major Maria nods. Well, you all did great work today. Get those reports filled out, and I'll see you all at dinner.
Faust gives a salute.
Major Maria returns it and leaves the room.
All right.
You're
So
all
I suppose
together now.
everyone already told the major of their thoughts on the weapon.
No, I just didn't want them to rehash it because they talked about it amongst themselves.
Yeah, and I guess they brought that back to the briefing room to talk. Right?
Yeah.
Okay. So Faust, as when Mary Jamiria leaves, she turns to face the team. I assume the room is dark and she's being lit up by the monitor behind them or whatever.
Yep. The thing is, after going through that, the major's aide turns the lights back on.
Damn. No dramatic lighting. No. But yeah, Faust turns to face the team as she's just like, Faust, it's impressed you managed to come up with a strategy against me so quickly after just one run.
Encourage says, we did 5 fights and you only lost 1, so... And she, does, the scale thing with her arms.
I mean, you don't get a second chance in actual combat.
Faust nods as she's just like, the data we procured from this test will prove useful, and the weapon may. She turns to Metro. I believe that off Titan officer's offer is still on standing.
My understanding.
Then, if we are to take them on their offer, the bits may prove a very valuable weapon against the whatever Xeon remnant forces we may come across. If we can continue using them for our own squadron, I suspect that it'll greatly increase our squadron success rate more than it already is. I suspect, she thinks for a second, 40% increase.
Well, fair enough. If we think the technology is ready for a field test, I don't see any reason why we can't, requisition that, call that favor of tagging along with some of their patrols, see if we can give it some, check out its real world applications.
That would be up to you for you to decide, Lieutenant.
How confident are you in this technology having, tested it?
Faust thinks for a moment. She's like, Faust believes that with some more work, it may be possible to rework the equipment into use for non-new types. So Faust is confident in its combat ability.
All right then. Because who's in charge of these tests? Will we have to go up to the major to get permission to try and
Yes. And then you have to go to Colonel Zhenya and ask to get permission to be on the patrol.
Yeah. So basically I have to ask permission if I can go and ask permission. If I'm following the chain of
you have to
Yeah,
ask
right,
Maria
right.
if you are allowed if you would potentially be allowed to take it out in a field test. You have to ask Zhenya if you can tag along to do the field test.
that makes sense. I just wanted to make sure I had my ducks in a row on that. Yeah. Seems like a good call to me. These bits, are they normally just armed with MGs, or is that a artifact of the fact that we're using it for training?
Yeah, Faust. Matro has asked you if machine guns is a normal thing.
For what exactly?
Psychoma weapons.
Okay. Faust will elaborate. She says, not particularly. Most known psychotic weapons were actually beam weaponry. Faust simply suspects that, but okay, not necessarily. Most recorded psychotic weapons were beam weapons, but those were up in space. Considering we don't know how to exactly begin, we are in this. We are in a words are hard, but basically, she says their most recorded psychotic weapons are beam weapons, but those were in space. But considering we are testing their atmospheric capabilities, it may take some more developing before we can potentially use beam weapon Psychomu in the atmosphere.
All right. I was just
Fa-
curious.
Faust's very important piece of information. The Gundam Alice can only carry 6 of those things, but you had 12.
Hmm. So they just double loaded me for this test?
Yes.
All right, so Faust will bring that up. However, Faust must say one thing. For this test, the Gundam Alex was actually overloaded with funnels. Its maximum carry capacity that's safe. Its maximum safe carry capacity for funnels for these bits is about 6. The Alex was loaded with 7, with 12 of them for the tests.
Interesting. Is that something that you could have other members of your team carry in and just like swap them out?
Hmm. Can I roll, like a engineering or something roll to see if that would be possible?
No, you just know. The bits are stored on a backpack, so it is theoretically possible to have someone else carry them for you.
Okay, Faust nods, so she's like, that would be possible, yes.
Interesting.
Have each gym carry 6 funnels, have 24 funnels in total, or bits in total.
Yeah, 5 versus 12.
Well,
Fuck
yeah, because
you.
that's what I'm thinking is like, well, we know new types are not like super common, so we can't crack the like mystery of getting non-new types to use these. Can you just like assign
Crack
like,
teams built around a new type.
yeah. I'd also be interested to see something like instead of mounting like a machine gun on one of these, like taking one of the like the Sturmfaust or whatever that the Xeons had for their like those short range unguided rockets.
Just shoot rockets
Just
at them.
yeah.
Make it a suicide bar.
Well, you can still have it
Yeah,
fire
we're
and then
developing.
return
Oh
the
my!
funnel, but
I
you know,
I
there'll be
love
some
it.
one hit punch.
Mastro's random shit, like just shooting the shit idea of like, what if we just strapped a rocket to it and sent it at the enemy? It would come UC 105, or well, technically 0096. Bam, funnel missiles. Who
Yeah.
knows? Maybe
Guided,
Faust develop. Who knows? Maybe
psychically,
Faust develop.
Well, I'm thinking like
Maybe,
we have a team of 4, so you've got your 6. Maybe you got like every suit in the team's got a backpack full, and one of which has got like 6 where they're armed with Sturmfaust, so you can just blank a battleship in one round with those, and then
yeah,
cycle
no,
cycle
Faust,
through.
Faust, like she's like that is, she actually seems like surprised at like this idea that her had. She was fully not expecting him to come up with something like that. It's honestly kind of ingenious, and she's like, Faust will see what the development team can do, and she writes that down. But she's like, but your strategy may be the most effective for our team and any other teams out there who have a known new type among them.
Matro creates psychically guided cruise missiles.
I'm
I'm
just
sure.
hey,
Look,
remember Matt is
if
on
Faust,
that like let's be the bleeding edge. Like shit, this is a ground floor thing. Like there's no doctrine for like funnel usage. Let's figure out how to make these work as best we can.
Dude, fucking like if Faust lives through all this, I hope she does. So it could just be like she was the one of the she was like the main person behind funnel missiles, and she was just reading back her journal, and then she just sees from fucking 0084 just like slap Sturm Fausts onto the bit, and she was like, oh wait a second, we can do that now.
Yeah.
We
I'm
can just
thinking all kinds
make
of things.
rockets.
You could do that. You could strap like grenade launchers and like use them to deploy smoke screens and like support the rest of your team. It's
Yeah,
it's
nah.
it's incredibly useful, actually.
Hell yeah. Ooh, you could use this. Faust brings up, perhaps you can use this as a bargaining chip for the colonel.
Yeah, I mean, this is like we're on the bleeding edge of this, and nobody's thought of the crap we just came up with. So yeah, it's
That's
some
the
like
surprise.
cutting edge things. Or at least as far as we know, no one's come up with it. I mean, it's Federation. There's probably all sorts of duplication of effort because it's not the most efficient of organizations.
Voss, yeah, there is something you hadn't. You realize something. You don't actually know the theoretical limit of how many of these things you can control at any given moment.
Yeah, she kind of notices that, but I don't think she'll. Yeah, she'll say, hmm. There is one thing, however. Faust, at least at her level, is unsure of how many of these weapons Faust should be able to control at once. Macho come
for
to
this
see
testing.
105 fighting against the G Gundam.
Why did I ever
See,
think of these ideas? I have such regrets.
Fucking like that, like the first clip is Macho in 0084, like fighting against Zeke Rabbit. Haha, I'm a genius, and then it cuts to him in Londo Bell gear and UC 105. Just oh no,
It's a
reaping
series of
versus
terrible
sowing.
mistakes.
Faust reaping versus Faust sowing.
who cares? It was funny. The Mafia uprising was funny.
No, that was That was a fun like puzzle to try and solve. By the way, just like from a gameplay point of view of like how the hell do you deal with funnels? They are
Unorthodox.
yeah, but like yeah, I think we've got some good stuff there to like go to yeah, try to talk to the major about like seeing permission to try and put this into some field testing. And like maybe
Hell
we
yeah,
try and bunch together some of our ideas while we're here.
yeah. We can test them while going out with the Titans. I think that'd be a good idea to bring up to the colonel too. Of like, hey, we're coming up with some ideas, and we think they'd be useful for taking the Zeke remnants by surprise and making patrol and cleanup operations faster and easier.
Yeah, especially because like presumably we're already going to have a technological edge on the remnants. It's not like they've had new kits since the war, so like being yet another evolutionary jump ahead of them is going to be a big deal. So yeah, I like it. I would go and report to report to the major with our thoughts.
It's in your debrief.
Yeah,
Your report.
it's like I heartily recommend some like field testing of this like immediately. I think it's I guess, but my logic is the information we can get before anyone has any idea what they're dealing with, and like hasn't had a chance to come up with a doctrine to defend against, is probably going to be super valuable.
Yep. And you go write your debriefs and go reconvene for dinner. Yeah, okay, so today would be Wednesday.
I
It
guess.
is, yeah. And what's the word? Today is spaghetti night.
Yippee!
Matro, you're an American. A lot of people you know, people you like went to high school with, like stayed over eventually, were Italian Americans, and you could not, in good conscience, call this spaghetti.
Is this perhaps army noodles with ketchup?
It's certainly a sauce.
Like I looked to Hal and it's like I deeply apologize that this be your first experience with Italian cuisine. Alrighty then. I do love it that we have a recurring theme. It's like, yeah, the food kind of sucks, but
It's
it's a
the
military
military.
campaign. Like, what do we expect? It's never going to be good.
Assembly a mandated list of ingredients.
I mean, this is like cold grilled, so
It is, however, warm.
I mean, that's
You
normal
could
has
be eating
improvement, but it's
MRE.
probably
You could be eating MREs, tasteless MREs right now. So
yeah.
call it what you
It's a
want, but it
little
does
better.
have it does have a taste. This is like real food eaten by real people, not a carbs block that's lathered in butter that you eat once then shit out 3 days later.
If you're lucky, it's only 3 days. But yeah, well, that's
Lost, however, while we are all eating, is looking over something new.
Oh boy, what is it?
Lost, you're looking over more new type research stuff.
Okay.
So, and this here's the kicker about your report. It's done on Amuro Ray.
It's the guy. It's him. He's him. The goat. The OG.
John
oh my
Gundam.
god, is this twice in one day we've had a motion out of Faust that like people can actually pick up on?
Yep, and
Yeah, you see.
I mean,
like
we
you see
say
her,
that
like,
we might still have to put this through Halava because I feel Halava has like Faust better
the Faust
tuned in than
suspense.
everyone else. It's like Halava's our Faust translator.
yep. So
Yeah, she pulls
uh,
out the paper and she opens like the folder and she sees the name Aurora Ray. And you see like a noticeable like change in her demeanor, at least probably Halima.
it's the exact same frame, except it has Faust has sparkle eyes, and not like pupils that are sparkles. Like what's the word? Just like in the corner of her eyes, extra sparkles.
no, like the thing is like her eyes are like complete don't have a glare to them, but like there's like a single like moment of a glare. Like when she sees Umber away.
This is Faust seeing Aurora Ray's name show up on the paper. She's locked in.
Yep. So it is based upon on advancements in funnel technology. And it seems Amuro caps out at controlling 40 at once. However, this was done with not full-sized funnels, just to see his theoretical capacity. And
40?
He's talking about his experience with it. And one of the things he mentions is it's the mental equivalent and like in combat scenarios specifically, he says it's the mental equivalent of ripping a fly's wings off with your mind.
Yeah. Yeah, no, she can definitely she sees where he's getting at. When she, fucking shot down Courage, and every other time she managed to shoot somebody down funnels. It almost felt sadistic, honestly. Just like
Grotesque.
moving the funnels, shooting them all around, just like Sheriff wasn't killing them, but like you know how bits shoot down enemies. Like she would dart them around to different locations so they couldn't have a chance to react. Like I don't know, she'd target Macho and Macho would try to maneuver out of the storm, but she just immediately rearranged them in like a split second so they start hitting him and she just like unload on him and they call them back. So you can see where he's getting at with you
I
know,
mean, they just they feel patently unfair. Like,
because
but
they
I mean,
are.
and it is right. Like, it'd be a weird experience because it's like,
It's just that scene from Unicorn.
yeah,
Yeah, exactly. She basically did that, but like probably a noticeably slower.
man, I still got to build that Jagan kit. God, I love that scene.
Yeah. And then the reporter is mostly talking about potential mental impacts of continued use of the weapon.
All right, what's it say?
Not recommending it.
Oh, it's
Hmm.
like, oh, these are bad guys. Oh,
Hmm. I see, but I'm built different, so
And
just
then it's
kidding.
like talking about potential mental conditioning to get around this problem.
Okay, so now this is just kind of going from, hey, here's what a new type is probably capable of, and now like
Ethical
sure,
problem.
now it's just like, okay, but how can we make it better at killing people? And Faust is just like, huh, come on, dude. Like she's gonna read through it because maybe it'll help with her own research in a way. Because who knows, maybe mentally training yourself can improve a new type's abilities. So, what's it got?
Well, there's a couple things. Another one of the ideas, the hypothetical solution is like a form of like reducing your mental idea to like zero, entering a Zen state where you don't even realize you're actually killing someone.
Hmm. Okay.
What, and it's talking about the benefits. For first off, this is just something that we have observed historically, so it is possible to do. It,
Right.
however,
Yeah.
takes lots of mental training, which
Yeah.
we're not sure how cost effective that would be.
Hmm. Yeah.
And like it
Mental
takes like
training.
years of training to like get good at that on like a split second basis.
Right.
so,
Yeah. Okay.
your next posting is 3 years in a Tibetan monastery. Yeah, fun.
Hell yeah. Well, where do you think she's gonna go after after 0084 before she pops up in 86? If that happens.
That would actually be
Yeah.
super entertaining.
Another one is like externally training a mental block. Um
Okay.
where what's the word? Like, yeah, don't even real you train yourself to not even realize there's a person inside the mobile suit.
Basically detaching yourself so you won't hesitate. So it can improve response times and stuff like that.
Problem. How the
Yeah,
hell do you do that? And then it talks about
yeah.
hypotheticals on how to do that, like manipulation of memory, perhaps.
Oh man,
Something like like biochemistry in your brain, maybe. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, take some
They don't
drugs.
Hmm.
either.
You'll be fine.
We're ah, what are the chances of them actually doing that, right? Especially to one of my
50-50. Either they do or they
co-pilots.
don't.
There's no way that happened to one of my friends. Am I right, guys?
Yeah, that'd be outrageous.
That'd be
That'd be
silly.
silly. That'd just be goddamn irresponsible, even. But yeah, Fausti's reading this. She's more, although the mental block of pumping them full of drugs, mental conditioning, stuff like that, is definitely a military approach to it. Although she is more leaning to like a more, yeah, like it. The Zen state is something that's been observed, so it isn't like pure superstition, but like the whole mental blocking biochemistry thing, it's the most scientific approach, but she's a little more interested. She's not denying that the second option would be ineffective. In
Suitable.
fact, it'd probably be more effective at what they're trying to pull off here. But she's wondering how reaching that kind of zen state as a new type would be, because could note that down for her research.
Did Faust felt kind of bad during the fight, right? Yeah.
It wasn't that she felt bad because she wasn't killing them. It was more so that she can get what Amuro's coming at with it feels like I'm ripping off a fly's wings with my mind. Because she also felt that. She was like, yeah, I'm basically picking them apart. If anything, she felt a tinge bad when doing it to Haliva, and only Haliva.
I know, but like, what's the word? Like, so like Amuro finds this entire thing like grotesque, ugly in an uncanny way. Like
Oh.
it feels wrong to do this. There's
Well,
something like not right about it.
Faust can get where he's coming from, and she does agree with him on the principle of like, but also Faust has a whopping 1 in empathy, and that mostly applies to her team. So although she can get where Amuro is coming from, she herself is like kind of okay with it.
Like, oh, I see how this is a problem for other people.
I see how this is a problem for others, but I'm built different, so
I see how this is a problem if you take being a new type as a sort of expression of empathy. However, I,
however, use it as an expression of evolution. I think Faust, she's definitely gotten a lot more. She knows where he's coming from, right? She's felt, empathetic
Stuff.
and stuff after becoming a new type, like things she hasn't exactly felt before. So she gets where she's coming from, but there's a stark difference between Amuro and Faust, and that's Amuro is a emotional teenager who's a very empathetic person
At this,
to others.
yeah, at this point he's actually 20.
Oh yeah, he is 20. So yeah, but still he's a young adult and he's a very empathetic man. He's very he isn't for all intents and purposes like a true new type sense. At least the way Xeon Zemdaiku, you know, put them in his
Envision.
envisioned. Faust is a new type, but she doesn't have that. One, she's not on his level, right? Like Amuro's like probably what a new type level 4 at this point, maybe a 5. Faust is a 1, but Faust has been a lot more disconnected from people her entire life. So she does note down that like how new types approach them, like their condition as a new type differently, may depend on like how they're raised, personality, uh, mental traumas, different
It's more of
like
a
things.
it's a psychology issue.
Yeah, like it could be like Amuro's reports could just be part of his own personal psychology rather than like a universal experience. Because in her report, she noted down like kind of a similar thing, but she didn't, she wasn't like, this is wrong. She was just like, okay, this is what it feels like. So if she's noting down that like new types are capable of doing the same thing, but it tends to boil down to their like how much basically what their new type level is, right? But put in words that are fancier and don't just say what their new type level is. And it also depends on their character as a person.
Cool. That
So
reminds me, just like a question: Has like now that Faust has these like new types, does she experience like a difference in the like? We always joke that Faust has empathy level, a rating of 1. Is that like
it
dramatically
used to be a
different?
0.
Oh, is it a 0? I thought you improved it at one point.
Yes. We improved it on session 1 after Misha died.
Yeah, so you're infinitely more empathetic than you used to be, but now like that you've got new type powers plus that mighty empathy 1, like does Faust see people differently, or is it just like subconscious changes?
I think it's definitely more subconscious changes
Okay,
than anything she can like
put a
She doesn't
finger on.
acknowledge.
she doesn't realize how much she actually cares.
Yeah, it's in the back of her head, which may change in the future if something happens. Wink.
Okay, yep, makes sense.
Yeah.
I'm just curious on that front.
Uh,
Yep, Oliver, you see Fuss going over this big stack of paper. Must be at least 20 pages.
Mm-hmm.
Courage asks, "Hey, Lieutenant, what's that?"
Faust looks up to the ensigns before her, and she's just like, "It's a report. It's a report concerning Amuro Ray and his own new type abilities and testings. Uh, yeah. So yeah, a report on Amuro Ray and his new type abilities.
Huh, big man himself.
Indeed, the White Devil.
It has to be a few years old, right? Heard rumors he's not in the military gig anymore, but I could be wrong.
No, Courage says. He's an instructor.
Right.
Although what rank is Amuro?
Only a lieutenant, I believe.
Although the lieutenant is only 20, he's already serving as a mobile suit constructor considering his experiences on the 1-year war.
I mean, he's we're basically like the oldest living Fetty pilots, aside from any Zeeks who might have switched sides. So makes sense.
It also makes sense that he was the first to pilot one of the fully realized Federation mobile suits. There were tests for other mobile suits, such as the RX-78-1 and the Zanny and other prototype machinery, but if anything, the RX-78-2 Gundam was the first Federation full
Put
production
into the
machine.
put into the field.
Yeah. So he definitely has the most experience as a pilot in the Federation forces, even if he wasn't the number one ace during the war.
Bobby, did you know there's actually a term for a number one ace during a war?
What is it?
It's ace of aces.
Oh, right, yeah. Even if Lieutenant Ray wasn't the ace of aces for the 1-year war.
Char an ace of aces?
I think he
no.
was. I think,
God, no, actually.
yeah, okay, wait. Zeon
We see him
is-
get. He gets a grand total of 2 mobile suit kills during the show.
but let's see. Number 1 was Brenneth Ogus. He was the number 1 Xeon ace with 193 mobile suit kills and 8 hits. And the number 1 ace for the AFF was Kenneth A. Young with 149 and 3 ship kills. So if anything, the ace of aces for the 1-year war is Brenneth.
Assuming, of course, Xeon counting was accurate.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I could do like
good.
World War II claim because isn't if you add the top like 10 or 15 Xeon aces more than the canonical number of like MS fielded?
At the battles, they say they got those kills. Yes, actually.
Yeah, there's probably a lot of bullshitting going on that Xeon just took for propaganda values, and it was like, well, these are the only records we have, so.
No, it's like it's how you count it that matters. Like the Federation says, okay, to count it as a kill, you have to be specifically the one to pull the trigger that destroys it. Where it's like, no, assists count as full kills. And you don't, and like confirming the kill might be significantly looser for the Zeeks compared to the Fetties.
Well, especially because they were, by the time the Federation had mobile suits, the Zeeks were losing, so they probably didn't like control the field to actually do like a proper post-battle count, right? It's like that's what we report. I mean,
that's what the gun footage looks like it. So I guess.
In this thing I'm reading, fucking Char Aznavour is just marked as question mark. Is Char Aznavour? Apparently, Char doesn't make it into the top 10 due to chasing one target for a large part of the war and being on hiatus for another large part of the war. So, embarrassing.
Yeah. So he's good.
Oh
but
yeah,
not...
that's true. They also could have.
However,
his counting fighters.
It's actually specifically counting mobile suit kills. Remember, Char killed only 2 mobile suits during the and those 2 mobile suits are that Jim and Jaburo and shooting down Umbro Ray.
I mean, that's a good one. You're only
I
gonna
have
have
to
two.
say,
I could have sworn he'd gotten some mobile suit kills during, about a coup while he was, before he encountered Amuro in the Zeon. I could have sworn he
During
shot.
on screen, like during the TV show, we only ever see him get 2 mobile suit
well,
kills
we
during
know,
the
like, unless if this is one of those things where it's like sort of hyping him up, we know about the 8 ship kills.
Yeah, during Loom, we know that.
And like that's still impressive. It doesn't look like there's one guy who's got more ship kills, but he did it all in one day. Oh, it's Amuro. So like, yeah, okay, he got 9.
Thing is, like,
big surprise.
it's the amount of kills you have on your service record is not a power level.
Yeah.
I do, yes, but it is a dick measuring contest.
It's true. But anyway, so yeah, Faust, she says that whatever she said, I kind of forgot.
Ace, we were talking about Ace of Aces, even if he's not Ace of Aces, he's a very old pilot. But probably the most
even if he's
experienced
not-
Federation pilot.
Yeah, but that only
even
means
if
he's got
he's
2 more months. Sorry. No, it's a very good point.
Then Courage asks, so what does he think about those fancy gizmos?
she she isn't gonna tell them the whole report. It felt like he was ripping off wings. She just says the lieutenant wasn't exactly a fan of the weapon, even if they were effective, especially for him. He was capable of controlling a maximum of 40, although they weren't fully sized.
Even then, that was probably a stress test, wasn't it?
Most likely.
So realistically, it'd probably be maybe a bit more than what you had today. How much was that? I can't keep count of them.
12 in total.
I mean, hell, like if Amuro Ray could do 40 in a stress test, we could probably be seeing 20 of those fuckers on a single mobile suit.
Or just looks for a
Possibility
moment.
is there.
But where would you store them? They're not exactly small, and then you start making the mobile suit too big.
It's most likely we're going to have to wait most likely for the technology utilized for controlling funnels to be miniaturized in order to equip them onto mobile suits.
And that's if they're not connected, right?
Sorry. My mom wanted to shut my dog up because he always barks. Anyway, but she's like, fuck, what did she say?
Miniaturizing funnels?
Yeah, it's most likely a case of having to wait until the funnels are miniaturized. However, considering the current rate of mobile suit development in the few years that it's been, Faust would be it would be most likely that such technology can be seen in by the turn of the decade at least.
Well, probably will be slow going. It's not like we're going to be fighting any big war soon.
Ain't that a horrifying thought, though? Imagine going up against one of those in real combat. Well, I mean,
Shivers.
Sal suspects that only the most elite of pilots would be able to take them on. That or a fellow new type.
Good thing the Federation doesn't have any enemies right now.
Courage, you're sounding awfully ominous, and I don't like. Okay, that was out of character.
You sound like you're implying something's gonna happen, but that's no way, right? 3 years later. Fuck.
Where it says, like, who the hell would we even fight?
Who would we fight?
3 years later, the
Courage.
Federation is fighting itself.
3 years later, Courage is in a Titans officer uniform fighting other Federation units and Daewoo units. Like, son of a bitch.
How did it come to this?
Halva is like, I mean, listen, I wouldn't jinx ourselves considering that remnants are still a thing. So much so that we need a fucking unit for them.
Yes, the most likely target for any sort of miniaturized funnels would probably be Xeon remnants.
Courage looks. Yeah, those slow pokes would be torn apart in pretty short order.
Perhaps that will be another proposition for the colonel if the lieutenant decides to approach.
Plus, they only gotta get weaker by the year. It's not like they can be manufacturing mobile suits by themselves.
The chances of that are unlikely. Do we know anything about? Does anyone know anything about Axis at this point?
Matro knows that Axis is a thing. He has not been there in years.
Is anyone aware that there could have been Zeke remnant on Axis?
No, they don't. People don't like talking about the details of the last incident.
Okay. Would Faust maybe been able to get her hands on some data? I doubt it.
No, you had hands on your data, and then you were told
She
that
had.
you lost clearance because of something, and
She
you
was
weren't
like,
sure
"Oh."
what.
She was like, "Oh boy, GPO 1, 2, 3, and 4." And then all of a sudden they were like, "You can't have those anymore." And she was like, "What?
Why?
Why?" I'm sure she has it memorized already. She's like, "Okay, take the papers all you want. They're already in my head."
Just imagining Voss says you can't unshit the carpet.
Exactly. But yeah, Faust is just like the chances of Xeon mobile remnants being able to manufacture their own mobile suits are unlikely.
Kurtz says, yeah, the best they got is those. What are they calling them? Draws? Drax?
Drasi is the name. There's also their units, such as the Galgu, the Dom Zaku, and although it would be bold, there is a chance they could always attempt to steal Federation property in guerrilla raids.
Side note, I love the way the draw scene looks. It is such a wild design.
It really does look like that they strapped some like weapons to like mining equipment.
Like if someone told me like this is the space equivalent of the
Bob
I just
Simple.
I was gonna go with that weird ass like super late war German fighter, the one they called the Volksfighter. What the hell was that thing? Was it oh, not the Comet. God, this will come to me.
I'm just thinking about the Setantista mobiles.
Oh, the Heinkel 162, like just that goofy looking glider where they strapped a rocket to the top. Is it a rocket or is it a
Same
jet? No, this one's
energy.
jet. Fucking late war madness. This one, this piece of shit. Where it's like, I guess it fills all the basic requirements of yes, you would call this a fighter, and it cost approximately $12 to make, but it's not any fucking good.
What are they thinking?
What are they thinking?
Remember,
But
as soon as
yeah,
this is the one that's famous for killing more of its own pilots than
enemies.
enemies. 'Cause I think this is the one that had the super caustic rocket fuel that had a habit of bursting and then boiling the pilot.
Unfortunate. Oh, also, somebody just posted. Apparently, they just released stuff about cyber new types.
Huh.
Like, we got official on how the stuff works in detail. So that's cool.
That reminds me, slight digression. I saw there was an ad for Silver. There's something on Gundam Info today that I had no idea what the fuck this project is. Let's see if I can pull it up here real quick because I meant to ask, people who pay attention to this.
Anyways, back to the plot.
Back to this plot.
We've sidetracked for long enough.
Oh heavens, yes.
So yeah, you're eating dinner. Now you have some free time. Is there anything anyone would like to do?
I assume. Oh, what's Faust's mind health? It's 8, so there's not really much to do. I think I would like to try and improve my. I want to improve my intimidation, but I don't know how Faust would realistically do that.
You can just go bully Halava for a while. Just continue feeding into the head cannons.
That's true. Yeah.
Okay, then if you want to do that, one moment. There's something I'd like to do beforehand. So you're walking out of the mess hall, and Halava, you feel someone tap on your shoulder.
He's just got a peek behind him.
It's Courage. It says, "Can I have a word with you?"
Vincent, he looks around, empty hallway. He says, "Sure."
So, about what we talked about with you, me and Lieutenant Matro. I'm not exactly sure if you fully got the message, but there is nothing going on. She's looking you dead in the face.
Then maybe I just misunderstood. It's just y'all seem so secretive about something.
He stares at you extremely blankly.
Halava is like deadpan, like kind of just like not intimidating in any way, but just like a poker face.
Two neutral faces just staring at each other.
Yeah.
The silence is starting to get awkward, Halava.
You know what? Whatever you and the lieutenant actually have going on, he kind of says that part a little quieter. It's none of my business. I don't care. I don't think it's anything like that. Just let's not worry about it, alright? He kind of goes back a bit, goes to shake Courage's hand. Mono, bygones be bygones.
Halava, what you said is a pretty serious accusation of fraternization.
Oh, right. Sorry.
You could ruin both my and Lieutenant Matro's career with that. And I'm trying to get across just how big of a deal. Kurt's trying to get across how big of a deal.
He sort of moves his hand and puts it back in his pocket slowly. I never accused you of anything, Courage. I just thought something was going on. And even if it was, it's not like I would be the one to rat out. You know that, right?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure you'd take a bullet for me.
You're right. I apologize. It's best not to make assumptions about other people's relationships.
Courage coughs awkwardly.
Like this is they're just passing around the hot potato of awkwardness between each other.
And then says, "I'm glad we have reached an understanding."
Of course. And he actually goes for the handshake again.
Is this dude for real right now?
Alright,
She
good talk.
returns the handshake.
Okay, I was going to say, like, if she didn't, he would have, like went to pat her on the shoulder and been like, alright, and then I'll see you in the Sims. I'll see you in the Sims, Ensign.
Yeah, see you around, Halava.
He goes about his way.
This silence is deafening.
Yeah, and then as you get
Oh
a
shit.
eye shot of Courage, there's Faust.
God, I was gonna make a Foster short joke, but she's not, so I can't.
However, you are taller, so you could still make that joke.
He looks around, bumps into someone, it's like looks down. Oh, Faust. When did you get here?
Wait, what just happened? Everyone went quiet and I fixed it. What happened?
Were you there for none of that?
What?
I don't think you were there
I
for
was
that.
there for the
better.
random- I joined in right as Halvo was just like, "Oh, Faust."
Yeah. So, you, Faust, you're walking,
Uh-huh.
and then around the corner comes Halava. You walk right into his chest,
Uh-huh.
and
Yeah.
then you fall down.
Lieutenant. Oh, can Halifa actually make a roll to catch her real quick?
Sure, poison acrobatics.
Ooh, how romantic. Matro's gonna walk in on this, I just know it.
Exactly.
Again, he's just, as far as he's concerned, like it's indisputable evidence in front of him already. So like,
Once is an accident. Twice is a coincidence. This is the 5th time.
Matro's in his fucking boardroom, like putting up a picture of this scene, like I'm on to you, you sons of bitch, I'm on to you too.
at this point, it's just going to be like, I need you guys to be a little less conspicuous. Come on.
Oh no.
Please,
No, you can go, sorry.
Yeah, Halava.
Uno,
roll the
dos,
Test.
tres, cuatro failures.
Oh my god.
Okay then. I know exactly what to do. Faust, I'd like you to make me the same roll at a -3.
What's the roll?
Poison acrobatics.
Poise, acrobatics at a -3. So I gotta roll a 3 or below. Oof, I rolled an 8.
Very well then. So,
That's not 79 failures. 5 failures.
so you're walking forwards. You bump
Uh-huh.
into Halava.
Oh.
You feel a hand go for your back. Then your foot slips and you basically kick out his legs. And then you both fall to the floor.
Now this is just a fucking romance anime at this rate. Come on.
I mean, to be fair, this is our own fault. We have leaned into this hard for the last
It's
like
so
5
true.
sessions.
Maturo is in the background with the fucking like shadows covering his eyes, but like you can still see it. He's just like, dear God, you're gonna get us all. You're gonna ruin this for everyone. But yeah, Faust falls over, and now Hollow is presumably on top of her, and she's kind
Yeah,
of
looming over.
yeah. I suppose this is how I roll to improve my intimidation.
Do whatever you want to do. Just play out the scene.
All right. Faust bumps into his chest. He feels her. She feels his hand come to try and grab her. She slips because of her being knocked over, and he kicks out his legs, and they go fall over. And now he's like right on top of her, and Faust just kind of looks at Alva, this deadpan expression, and she's like, Lieutenant, Ensign, you must pay attention. Ensign, Faust heavily suggests you pay attention to where you're going. If anyone were to see us like this, they'd absolutely get the wrong idea.
Why would anyone ever do that?
He just gives him this fucking look of like, like, are you serious right now? Do you not know how this looks? Meanwhile, Matro's in the background, like, "Ugh!"
Yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
camera pans to Matro. Oh,
The camera's just panning to
looking
Matro.
away around the corners, like, yeah,
Like,
yeah.
every time Matro walks in on Halva and Faust, I just imagine that scene from The Force Awakens of the stormtroopers fucking, like, when they're walking through the halls and Kylo Ren starts having a shit. It's just basically this.
Absolutely.
Nope. But yeah, no, Faust just gives him this, like, this glare of, like, are you, come on, you're not that dense, Halva.
He kind of looks at the situation. It's like, oh, okay, that makes sense. That won't explain the bloody nose, though. He says, like as he slammed his head against the concrete floor, against the tiles.
He kind of just sighs. No, it would not, as she starts to get up herself.
Yeah, pushing Holliver onto the ground.
Yeah, basically, she just kind of takes him, pushes him aside, and just gets up.
Yeah, for Fuss, you may roll to improve your intimidation.
Oh yeah. 6. I got a 3 in my intimidation now, which will help us when fighting the Zeeks.
This rom-com situation will become very relevant when fighting.
In the coming days.
Halva just sees like Faust's death glare. He's like, okay, I get it. I'm up
He
now.
was so like, I don't. He's like, what do you mean, Lieutenant? How could anybody take this round? And Faust just like looked at him once and he was like, oh.
I just feel there's a mental slideshow just played through Halaba's head over the last like couple conversations in the last few days. Like, oh, okay, this maybe tracks. The penny drops.
The wheels are starting to turn.
Hey, Matchup, big problem.
Uh-oh.
Around this corner, you have noped around. There you see Colonel Zhenya walking right towards you. Who's gonna he's gonna pass by.
Ah, I will use this opportunity to like attempt to intercept the colonel because because I got to protect my team from getting killed. And also it's like legitimately was going to have a conversation with anyways. I just was planning on talking to the major first.
Fucking Matro just like fucking like puts his hand on the other side of the hallway, like, "Hey, Colonel, I was
I
just
think he'll
looking
like
for you."
step in front and like salute the colonel. Say,
I was
Colonel, a
looking
moment
for
for your time.
The colonel returns the salute. What did you need, Lieutenant?
The pending permission from the major to release our team to conduct field trials of the funnel system, I wanted to inquire if it would be possible to accompany some of your Titans on patrol for field testing of the new funnel system.
He looks pensive for a moment and says, I would have to talk. This is experimental tech, correct?
Indeed. But it is. The tests are proving highly favorable so far. Appears to be a exciting new area of development.
Well, if it doesn't complicate the baggage train too much, I suppose I would just need to go over with my mobile suit team leaders and see if they wouldn't mind. But I see no reason why we can't work out something.
That is excellent news, sir.
Yes, would there be enough? Do you know if there's enough parts currently on base for he says, 10-day excursion? Patrol out into the desert?
Would I have a clear idea on like what the
Yes.
burn rate on parts is on that?
Yep.
And does that
You're currently a grand total of 18 funnels in total.
all right? Especially if we work up our idea of like having the excess carried by other suits in the team.
in your baggage train.
Yeah, that should be workable with the supplies we currently have on hand. We promise we
So,
won't slow down your team, and he'll like kind of grin at that because I don't know. I assume that compared to the other like force here, we're pretty Rio team is pretty damn experienced, and I'm arrogant enough to say that we're probably better than the average bear. So
so then he says, probably to simplify things, I might consider getting you switched down to some gym quells from people who are currently on vacation.
I'd be interested to try see how they handle. I haven't had a chance to get much hands-on experience with the quells yet.
He nods. Our next patrol should be, and then he looks a month, a little under that.
That should give us
Starting on July 10th.
excellent. That should give us plenty of time to put these new funnels through their paces.
He nods. He starts to keep walking down the same hall. Right past where
Yeah.
Halava and Fost are.
I guess it starts because I'll say that I've mentioned your offer to the rest of the team, sir, and there's significant interest. We just want to make sure that we know what we're getting into with the Titans, and we want to make sure that we discharge our duties as the test team. I don't want to leave anything undone.
That's reasonable. I guess you'll forward your information to people above me to see if you can get it passed into the unit, but I see no reason why the four of you wouldn't make it.
Is the I guess is that are the Titans already like strictly a Earth Knight
Think
only outfit,
I'm
or
just thinking.
almost
I'm just
exclusively?
thinking. That's extremely bad optics. Du jour, it is not. Effectively, it is.
Okay, and is that a known thing, or do we
Not
even know?
yet.
Okay,
Not yet.
makes sense. Yeah, so brand new unit probably should not be out advertising. It's like, yeah, we are just
Racist.
prejudiced against
We are
anyone not
space
born here.
racists.
So excellent. Oh man, if I haven't given those two enough time, that's really on them at this point. I can't keep
Yeah,
harassing colonels all day long.
you walk around the corner. You look around the corner for just a split second, and yeah, the two of them are just like talking about stuff.
Okay.
I assume the colonel takes note of Hal's fucking bloody nose, like the what? It just walks past. You just hear Matthew hears from the corner. Ensign, what the hell happened to your nose? And Hal was just like, nothing, sir.
Yeah,
Just a face palm for Matt. I was like, God damn it.
Macho. You get a annoyed look as you look at Halava with a bloody nose. Then the colonel looks around and says, "Oh, they okay?"
Getting used to gravity, sir.
Don't hurt yourself, Ensign. Well, Lieutenant, I'll get back to you once I talk to my team leaders.
Thank you for your consideration, sir. And with that, Matt would probably go make a beeline to go like talk to the major because he's already like he's keenly aware that he has screwed up the order of operations. He should have checked with the major first, but he was definitely trying to buy time. So not leave that one hanging if you can avoid it.
Okay, then. So you go to Major Maria's office. You're there in front of the door.
He'll not, I guess.
Enter.
Okay. Steps in, salutes.
It's a smoke-filled room with a window opened. She looks up from her glass. It is that you normally don't see her wear. He says, "Lieutenant, did you need to talk about something?"
Yes, Major. I want to inquire about the possibility of taking the new weapon system on a field test. Colonel, I'm so bad with names.
Zhenya.
Venya had
Zhenya.
Zhenya, sorry. See, I'm terrible at these. Had I don't remember how that was phrased basically before. It was this idea was sort of floated about us tagging along with the Titans on something, was it not? Or just joining, was that the option? I can't remember if I've actually invented this scenario in my head.
I believe it
I
was
don't want to
just
get the
joining them for a patrol, and then that could maybe lead to us getting recruited by them fully.
that
But
was oh yeah, sorry, I couldn't remember the exact order of operation. I didn't want to start inventing things, but basically, yeah. So we had spoken about possibly joining the Titans on a anti-remnant patrol, and thought that it'd be a perfect opportunity to give the new weapon system a test under field conditions, something that may be difficult to manage in the future if the Titans' reputation is met by their performance. They're supposed to be the premier
Anti-insurgency.
anti-insurgents. We had best act before there are no longer any insurgents.
I'm not totally sure or that it's wise to bring a potentially cutting-edge technology into the field.
Like a comment about that. I remember this is Gundam. It's like, oh yeah, it is a fair point. It's like that. That's a good way to lose it.
It's like, yeah, this is proprietary Federation technology. Like, we don't want on the eggheads at Anaheim getting their hands on it through secondhand means.
Presume we'd have to take precautions against any sort of technology falling into the hands of anyone outside the Federation.
Well, yeah, as if I could let you take it. I'd rather see them destroyed or in full than left as wreckage in the middle of the desert.
Trying to think how much of a engineering problem that would be to have basically spoil sport charges installed in these damn things. Probably a bit of a pain in the ass, but not insurmountably difficult.
or we could, if they do get shot down, we find the wreckage and just clean it up with a beam steer, like fully just wreck the thing.
Yeah, or just recover it if possible.
Turn it into slag.
Yeah, it needs to be destroyed or recovered. It cannot be left in the field for sure. Your caution is wholly warranted. I wouldn't want to accidentally hand any enemies of the Federation a technological edge through negligence. But I also feel that the results we'll get from field testing is going to outstrip anything we manage in a controlled environment. And yeah, sorry, I'm trying to think how exact phrase is. Yeah, essentially, I think field tests are probably going to be the best way to see how this equipment functions under real world conditions against a real adversary, and also in non-controlled, conditions where we're going to be dealing with like mud, dust, and maintenance issues in the field. Tests are extremely promising. I'd like to see this weapon system brought into service and adopted as rapidly as possible if it provides as much of an edge as I think it does.
Matro, I'd like you to roll keen and empathy for me right now.
I say use a narrative point on this.
Hell yeah, absolutely. You
Sure, I'll
have
spend one.
to secure the bag, Metro.
Spend one to make this a little easier because I'm not the best at these checks.
We spent 2 to. Yeah, wait, no, only 1. 1 for now.
False. Well, I failed by 1.
Would you like to
use
spend
your last
another
note.
narrative point?
I would like to spend another one.
You are out of narrative points now.
Uh-oh.
Yep.
Goodness.
So, Matro, you see Major Maria, the gears turning in her head. Then she says, "Would you be willing to spend a favor on this? Given the nature of such an accomplishment and under you and your service into you and your service records for your team." It would be quite a feather in your hat.
I will say, I don't want to interrupt Matro's moment, but is there any way Matro could use the bet Halva made to sort of sway the decision? Since that one Titan does owe Halva for the match.
No, that's not the problem. Think about it like this. Halava's last name is Wei. Random space-noid lunar family. Matro's last name is Nash. Influential, flag officer or family.
No, not like what Halava has over, but more so what we can use from the Titan who owes Halava is what I meant.
It's not what Maria cares about right now.
Okay, that's fair. My bad.
Maria wants to get ahead in this situation.
Of course, Major. Like you'll agree to this because this. Listen, Matro's ambitious enough to think that this is a good thing, and he is totally fine with a rising tide, like raising all boats.
I'm sure I can work something out with the people above me to get this all cleared.
Appreciate that, ma'am. I think this could be an invaluable exercise.
Very well then.
That he will salute and leave her office.
As you reach the door, then you hear her say, "Oh, and Lieutenant, better get results."
Of course.
And then you leave. Is there anything anyone else would like to do before or closing things out?
I mean, not really. Metro secured the bag.
At a clean, we end the episode at a clean for 2 hours and 45 minutes.
It's pretty good for
Yeah.
us.
Pretty good, all things considered. Could have been
So
4
thoughts.
hours.
Also, roll your improve. If you failed any checks, you may roll to improve.
Did I fail any checks? I mean, I swear I did.
I failed a lot. Let's see if I can really double down on that melee.
Yeah, I think
Actually-
Metro can get a 3.
Yo, Courage has melee 6 now.
Jesus.
Okay, so
My next thing would go back to spar with courage because I went from so this might be useful to like I would have died today if this was real. So.
oh fuck. Oh, maybe I should have had Faust focus on melee. Whatever. I'll have another opportunity, I'm sure.
I went from completely useless to only mostly useless in melee now.
What's your rank at?
It's at 2.
Faust is only-
Honestly, when it's a sliding scale of 0 to 6, going up by 1 is a big deal.
Yeah, he went up by 2 today.
Like, yeah, look at all your fire orders. Imagine if you had Systems 3 instead.
Hmm.
Sweet.
So thoughts?
Ending recording, or should I keep this one in? Like, should
No. It's not really important.
okay.